What's up, everybody? So today is a new day. We are here at Karnak Temple, and this is a massive temple. We're about to go explore and check it out. We are going to have some fun here and maybe explore some other temples today. So here's what it looks like. This is a, obviously low scale thing, but just to show you how freaking huge it is. This is going to be a lot of exploring. This is really cool. So this is how they actually built these massive, walls up. They actually built stairs with mud bricks and used those to actually climb up and, do things like that. It's freaking crazy. And I'm assuming throughout time it's just gone, bad, but obviously those aren't mud bricks right there. Those are like, I don't know, big ass rocks.
Like, we're gonna be here in 2 hours taking pictures. Esa otra razón que no queremos. What is wrong?
It's so crazy how this is built, man. Like, this is way more sturdy than half of the freaking houses, man. This is like so nuts. Looks like Legos, but then Tetris at the same time. Like, just imagine how they got that on top of that. So just looking at this is like freaking crazy. These pillars are huge. This is just on another level, like really, and I really can't believe this is all real. So now we're going to the secret lake, and let's just see.
Swimming pool. But beautiful. La piscina, ¿sí? Como la piscina.
Así mismo. So get ready, we about to look at some ancient history. So this rock right here was going to be a pharaoh, but an earthquake or something just broke it. So yeah, no, that's probably right, because a lot of things got affected by the earthquake. It's just incomplete. No, now you're making stuff up. So anyways, we're going into this room with a lot of pillars, and this was an amazing room before, but once again, it just didn't stand the test of time with these two pillars right here, and the rest of them, with Alicia being a supermodel right here, doing things. So this right here is saying that one day in 2020, there's gonna be a girl named Alicia trying to walk through the, passage, and, you know, a guy that's handsome named Ashel is going to be narrating. So I guess it's come true. What's up, everybody? So I've been here in Egypt for about 2 weeks now, and I have to tell you that there is some amazing things to see here, and I want to make this video about that. So there's going to be about 5 top things I would tell you to do here, and of course there's more, but my top things that I've done here has been, number 1, go to the Giza Pyramids, and you get to see the Sphinx there, and you get to see just a whole lot of things in that whole area. You get to ride camels around it. Although when you go there, you have to be careful. If you're going to go to Giza, you want to see it with a tour guide. Let me just tell you, the entrance is crazy. It was like a scene of being inside of a movie going in. And I'm telling you, you do not want to go alone. You want to make sure you go with a tour guide. But that same day, we actually went to something called Saqqara, and we got to go into the Djoser pyramid, and that pyramid was ridiculous. It was the scariest thing I've ever done in my life. It was crazy. It was 80 meters, you know, going down, descending to then go up about like 20 meters. It was just crazy. So number 2 is going to be Siwa Oasis. Let me just tell you, this is in the middle of nowhere, but in the middle of nowhere sometimes is one of the most beautiful places you'll ever see. And that's what happened with Siwa. It's about 11 hours on a bus that I felt really uncomfortable on just because of my neck. I have, like, you know, some pain with my discs and stuff, but we made it through. And once you get through that 11-hour ride, you see, you know, just a ancient civilization type thing, where it's a town of super friendly, welcoming people that are just there to make you happy, honestly. They have amazing things that you can do there. The city looks, like I said, ancient, where the houses are made out of mud bricks and everything. It's such a cool place. The only thing that I would tell you, apart from the 11-hour journey there, is that, you know, it's a bit dated. So you have to be okay with not having the same type of luxuries that you would have in a normal city, because it's in the middle of nowhere. It's legit in the middle of the desert, about 30 kilometers, I think it is, from Libya. And so you have to also realize that the internet's not going to be fast. When I was there, I was barely getting good service as far as data. You have all the cell phone bars always, but the data is not going to be fast. The accommodation, we stayed at the Al Bin Shal Hotel, and the host there, the manager, the whole staff are super friendly, super amazing, and we felt welcomed at all times. But once again, it is a bit dated. You'll see it, you know, not necessarily up to the, you know, standards you're used to probably, but the experience is worth it. So I would definitely recommend going there. So the third thing you're gonna want to actually see is going to be the Valley of the Kings. And the Valley of the Kings is where all of the pharaohs built their tomb. And so with the pharaohs being alive, one of the first things they did when they actually took power is start building their tomb for when they die. And that was the kind of craziest thing that I kind of found out yesterday when I was actually there at the Valley of the Kings. You know, imagine you just come into power and you have to plan where you're gonna be buried for when you die. Like, that's like very far thinking. But you know, in that time, you never knew when you were gonna die. You know, some people actually only were in power for 4 months. Some people were in power for 60 something years, and you know, all in between. But that was just crazy. You would see all these massive temples of them going and where they were buried. It was such an amazing sight. And the crazier thing is, you know, they were buried on the side of a mountain or inside of, I don't know how to explain it, but it was a crazy just area. where they actually had a natural forming pyramid on top of one of the mountains, and it was just amazing to see. So I definitely recommend you to do that. Now, the first, couple of things that I showed you, so like the Giza and Saqqara, those are in Cairo and in Giza. Siwa Oasis is far away, and then to the opposite direction is the Valley of the Kings here in Luxor, where I'm making this video right now. And so that's going to be that, and I'm going to talk about the next one now. So the next one is where I'm actually at right now. It's going to be Karnak Temple, and this place is huge. Like, I mean huge. So super cool. And this is a place that was built by multiple pharaohs, multiple different dynasties, and it just shows there's a lot of different designs here that complement each other in very different ways. There are some places with columns, there are some places with monument statues that look kind of like the Pentagon, if I think it's correct.
The Washington Monument.
Yes, the Washington Monument, I guess. Not the Pentagon. Pentagon's different, yeah. So anyways, I don't know my history like that, but that is really cool. The Washington Monument, you got that, and I guess they took that design from here, because I mean,
that's
just
exactly
shows,
what they did.
It just shows, it looks like an exact copy. And so right here,
see it right there?
Exactly what I'm talking about, It looks like the Washington Monument, and see, Gray knows her history more, so she's gonna make the next one, next video.
So number 5 of the top things you want to do in Egypt is the Temple of Hatshepsut. And so right behind us is Hatshepsut. The reason why you want to go see her is because she was one of the women in history who dared to be a king. And she did that by dressing like a man. She had a goatee, she wore the whole ensemble like a man, basically the first drag queen ever. So you want to go visit the Temple of Hatshepsut. It was huge. This lady, like, she was a force to be reckoned with. She stole the crown, the pharaohship, the whatever you want to call it, from her nephew. That is unheard of for a female back then. Never even think about for a female right now. So the Temple of Hatshepsut, it was huge, it was grand, and when you go there, you're in awe of all the statues, of how huge this is and what this woman dared to be and do in her life. And so now, if you look behind me though, just, so you get a little bit of history of this. Because she stole the crown once she had passed away, her nephew, because at that point now he could get his crown, he cut off her head on a lot of her statues. And he also went to the temple that she built that was beautiful, and started scratching her face off of all the walls because he was mad. So don't miss out on the Temple of Hatshepsut. It's very famous. There's lots of beautiful pictures to be taken there. And as you can see, she's a very big part of Egypt history, even here at the Temple of Karnak.
So guys, if you liked our video, please like, please comment, please subscribe, and we're gonna teach you how to become citizens of the world. This is amazing.